Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to part 2 of my initial impressions of March to Glory, an upcoming turn-based strategy game by the developer Shenandoah Studios, also published by Slitherine, and I think probably Matrix Games as well. Shenandoah Studios, the developer, are the developer of other games such as Gettysburg The Tide Turns, which has been featured on this channel, Battle of the Bulge, likewise also featured on this channel, and other sort of really hit mobile games like Drive on Moscow. This is an interesting turn-based Napoleonic war game, which is kind of allows you to play through over 14 different Napoleonic battles in a turn-based environment where you need to really focus on using things like essentially combined arms tactics between cavalry, artillery, and infantry. It's really, I think, an interesting game. Now, I will say the video you're going to be seeing here in front of you is an initial impressions video. I had played through the tutorial of this game before streaming this the other day, but that was it. And I say that because the intent of these videos is to say, all right, if you're just picking this game up for the first time, if you've never played a Shenandoah Studios game, or if you've never played a game like this before, how easy is it to pick up, play, and just understand? And that's what I'm really trying to get at. That's what I'm really trying to demonstrate. I think this game does a reasonable job of that. I think from a more hardcore military perspective, there are certain features or capabilities which are a little bit less than what you'd like as far as like flanking fire, unit facing, those kind of things. But on the whole, so far I'm enjoying my time with this game, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of jump back into the live stream. This was taken from the other day, a live stream from the other day. So let's go ahead and jump back in, and from here on out, the audio you will hear is from that live stream. Why don't you guys go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy, and obviously feel free to leave your thoughts below, and away we go. And it seems like at the moment we're losing relatively badly. I don't know why it doesn't say we haven't taken one of those towns, though, because we've got troops there. They're pulling some troops back. Oh, no, not really, I guess. Still engaging. They're shifting a lot south, though. Attacking our infantry, who are in square. Wow, that was a devastating attack. 3-2. Now they're in square, and they're getting hit from the... Yeah, they're dead. Ugh, that unit got shattered. That's our first unit destroyed, by the way. And Borodino is on fire. They just vacated that town, interesting enough. Most of our troops are at least rallying. Granted, they're losing. He's on fires. Square formation formed. No damage done. Nice. Hitting an enemy infantry unit in square formation is awesome. Ooh, we can hit him with artillery twice. This unit's a goner. Or at least they're going to retreat. Those were devastating artillery barrages. Got them in square twice. Wish I'd get more reinforcements, though. Alright, so we're still losing pretty badly. Hacking. It's gonna get. Alright, so that'll do it for turn number 8. Russian reinforcements are arriving on the field. At least one battalion. Gives us a confirmation. Enemy morale is going up, based on the In between turns, some of the cavalry is pulling back. Some of it's moving forward. Troops are moving forward, troops are moving back. Things are happening. It is a war. Almost square. And you're destroyed. Well, that square did you no good. Forced fighting. We did some damage, more damage to them. Alright, so capture Utiza, we've done that. Quiet. I don't understand, sir. Right. Attack them to form them into square. Once they're in square, I'm hoping we can hit them with artillery. I don't know if objects are in the way or not. Ah, yes. There you go. Always get the enemy to form square and then just hit them with artillery until they die. Cascade retreat. Nice. Alright, this is a strong unit. We're going to advance. We go fire on the retreating enemy unit. And we destroyed them. Nice. As some cavalry, I could pursue the buggers. Our cavalry charging theirs will have an advantage. I don't know why, but it says we will. Find. Destroyed. Alright, that enemy unit's destroyed now that we destroyed it. Against that infantry. So this our enemy cavalry a little bit. Don't really do any damage there. I'm hoping I got more troops on the way. So we can advance these. Oh, just advanced them on their own, though. Didn't have troops well positioned at this point. Only gonna move forward with these guys. Yeah, overall things are still looking a little bit rough for us. Although we certainly have destroyed more of their units than they of us. All right. Neuhauser, I'll do my Russian accent whenever I want. Even if it is terrible. Okay. No! You're gonna charge our... No, they didn't charge our... Interesting. Right. More cavalry fighting, with ours having the advantage there. And our artillery can shoot at no one. Formation. Wow, that was an effective charge. And that was a heck of a volley there by our troops. All right, so those troops across the river. That'll help us get some more of these troops that are kind of bottled up in the rear here a little bit into the game. Right. Oh, I can't shoot at that cavalry yet. So try and move our artillery down there. I think 1 unit, 2, 1. Obviously, we'll shoot at the enemy that are in square. Hopefully destroy them. Yes, we did. Very nice. All right. Well, we've definitely... I feel like we're starting to get the hang of it, but I did a bad job of kind of mashing my troops' heads against a bit of a brick wall up near Bordino, where I was really taking heavy casualties at the initial phase of the attack because I didn't really know what I was doing. I'm getting a little bit of a better sense of it now. At least I like to think I am. But the damage may have been done to our force already that would prevent us from being able to kind of stick it out there. I do think cavalry seems to be a little bit too effective of troops in square, unless it's just representing a delay in actually forming the square. I'm not sure. Wow. Cavalry versus artillery. Don't let that happen. They just got demolished. See, these guys are already in square, so they shouldn't be losing heavy casualties. Our cavalry more or less never broke squares. But what's the point of the formation if they're getting hit as hard as they are there? Wow. That enemy artillery is just devastating. Our troops weren't in square formation or anything. I assumed the whole reason that they were successful, for our artillery was successful, was because they were in square, but no. Alright, I think we can cut these guys off. Okay, that cavalry is surrounded here. Wow. 8 to 10, they're dead for sure. There you go. Enemy artillery, or enemy cavalry unit just wiped out. Huzzah. Apparently artillery can enter a town, but cavalry cannot. That makes sense. Wow, that's long-range fire against enemy troops. Drove them back, though. There you go. Yes, these are the developers who did Battle of the Bulge, so the Ardennes game, if you will. They also did Drive on Moscow. Was it Drive on Moscow? They did a Desert Warfare game. I can't remember what that was called, but they're all essentially based on the same model. I didn't play any of those. This is their first Napoleonic attempt. Everything else I think they've done is more or less World War II, with the exception of the Gettysburg, The Tide Turns, which is obviously American Civil War. Okay, we'll attack these guys, force them into square, and destroy them. All right. So these not reinforcements, but troops that were routed to the back of the map. Our artillery. We'll do that. These guys are already pretty badly shot up, and our artillery just finished them off. Nice. Another enemy unit destroyed. I don't understand why that town isn't ours. You guys already moved. Well, they can move one more. Just gonna shoot at this artillery from a distance. Soften them up a bit. No, apparently not. Excuse me. 302, 01, 3. Alright. This will charge these guys. This is fresh infantry against some worn down Russian troops. I'm hoping we can finish them off. No, didn't. I didn't finish them off. Got close though. We'll probably be goners next turn. Trailing by 100 victory points, we've only taken one of the 3 objectives, although it feels like we've taken 2. Okay, that unit was destroyed. Their cavalry charging ours. Wouldn't be surprised if their artillery shoots at this cavalry here and kills them. Not the battery I was thinking of, but end result is the same. Cascade retreat, which appears to allow at least one neighboring unit to retreating forward. Like the Marine, was it the first or the, whatever the Marine division was at Chosin Reservoir. Not retreating, we're attacking in the opposite direction. Right, those guys are both retreating, so we can't do anything about that. Artillery. Can't see. A fire broke out in the town that they're in. I don't know if troops occupying a town that's on fire, if it has any real impact or not. Not really sure. All right, cavalry charge. Our horsemen get the better of it. Let's see what reaction fire is. Doesn't do anything. Nice. We'll charge the guns. Now we're going to be really close to those guns, so that's a little bit uneasy because a little bit concerning. Presumably the enemy's going to be able to... Alright, can we charge these guys? Yes, we should be able to finish off this infantry unit here with that cavalry charge. And we did. So there's a whole supply thing as well, where I think the enemy has to be able to, or any unit, has to be able to trace supply basically back to an adjacent town or something to that effect. I'm not sure how exactly that works. I know that's a mechanic that the tutorial specifically references. We're working our way through this battle. I don't know if we're almost through it, but we're certainly getting there. We're going to charge our cavalry pretty heavily, so do we, though, and they're going to charge us again. They'll probably drive these guys back, if not destroy them with that kind of damage. No. Maybe that rifle fire will do it. The cavalry down here for us really kind of hung in there. Quite glorious. Oh, goodness. 4 and 3. That was devastating. So our artillery retreated because the town they were on was on fire. Guns apparently got back to full strength. Can't overwhelm. They're going to destroy our infantry there. Gotta just try and overwhelm them. More cavalry fighting each other. An even fight. Granted, our troops are weaker, I think. No damage. Well, the enemy's returning fire now. Those guys are destroyed. They're gonna... I gotta lose this fight. Where they're trying to get out of this little pocket I formed on the southern side of the map. Attacking our infantry in square. Square does absolutely nothing for them. Okay. Just form square and get overrun by cavalry. That... a little bit irritating. I don't understand that. No, don't charge my artillery. Their infantry was much more effective against my artillery than mine was against theirs. Granted, their artillery is in a defensive redoubt by the looks of it. Good God, stop killing me. Boy. Ooh. This artillery has rallied. We'll get to hit this enemy infantry at point blank. Drive them back. They're retreating. We can hit them with a volley as they run and destroy them. Huzzah! Charge these guys. Hopefully do some damage. Much. Charge the artillery battery. Cavalry is very effective, I guess, against enemy artillery, which makes sense. I wasn't even really looking at the casualties. That would looked there. Battle's not gonna be. Napoleon, ride forward to the enemy. Napoleon can capture territory? Okay, apparently a general on horseback can do things. What was that? Huh. Alright, well, we've got 5 more turns, but it kind of feels like it's an exercise in futility to this point. Trying to cut these 2 units off, because it did seem like the 1 unit that we fought when it was surrounded was much less effective. But it seems like you've got to go all the way to the edge of the map. I thought there was some roadway implications, but maybe it's just pure hexes. Like there needs to be a line to the town or something like that. Good God, that infantry got killed. More cavalry, charging cavalry, and we destroyed our own unit. We're gonna destroy our own unit here too. No. Guys are retreating. Man, never attack enemy artillery with infantry. It's kind of a waste of time, it seems like. For right. Oh, Napoleon taking terrain in the north. There you have it. In turn, I can't. Oh, it's already ended. Alright, yeah, we're incredibly outnumbered now, and the troops that we do have left are not very effective anymore, I don't think, so... Either all of my troops will be killed, or destroyed. Guessing that infantry is destroyed, yep. Or we'll simply run out of time. We're down to 4 turns. Cascade retreat. Presumably someone, yep. Another unit destroyed there with enemy artillery, so cascade destruction, really. We're still holding the 1 town that we needed to take, but got 2 more we were supposed to take that we haven't. Bunch of artillery duel like this. Hey, we started the town, the artillery's on fire. Continue charging, infantry. Keep it up, boys. And that's literally all I can do. Ah, nice. The enemy unit loses 2 morale because they're on fire. The yellow is morale, the red is health. So there's sort of a morale and a health effect in the game. Down goes the infantry. Call this video Butchering the Grande Armée. Alright. Surprised they didn't destroy our infantry there. They actually got a reaction shot against them. The yellow represents troops that are without morale. The red is destroyed, and the sort of grayish color is, or not gray, the brownish color is still hanging in there. I haven't tried to retake the town we took with that 1 infantry unit. I know cavalry can't attack towns, so these 2 horse units down here won't really be able to do much. Presumably these guys are dead now. Yep, they are. So we've just got the artillery in the north and the infantry in the south, and Napoleon himself getting now individually targeted. Cavalry destroy, hopefully, this enemy. No, not quite. Cavalry will cross the river with Napoleon there. Our infantry. So we'll leave the town. Try and do something. This unit's still at full strength, at 14 strength. So unless they're going to play some sort of Hail Mary. we're in trouble. Also, now that I've withdrawn them out of the town, they can be attacked. You can see they're getting hit pretty hard by the cavalry, doing no damage whatsoever. They're only going to last a turn or two unless I retreat them right back into the town. Granted, we only have one turn left, so the battle's almost over anyway. Napoleon's riding around. There you go. Defeat by turns. Casualties, 152 for the French, 108 for the Russians, 41 cavalry for the Russians, 39 for the French, 14 artillery for the French, 9 for the Russians. This is the Russians, isn't it? Can't really tell. Flag. The battle lasted about a minute, or about an hour. Turn played 20. So, interesting little game here. I think I probably will do a campaign of this game, starting with Austerlitz, and hopefully winning our way through the whole game. I'll have to get a little bit better than I am so far, but an intriguing little thing. I do have some minor issues. I think tactics are more represented than I originally thought, my initial impression in that first piece. But I do love sort of the dichotomy of the or the dynamics around Napoleonic combat of getting enemy infantry into squares so you can hit them hard with artillery and rifle fire. I'm a little bit disappointed that facing doesn't seem to be that impactful. It does seem like maybe if you get in around behind an enemy unit, there's an impact there, but I don't see much of an impact on the flanks. And it just seems like they turn to face you, which, I don't know, if I'm hitting a unit from front, left, and right, I would hope there'd be a flanking impact, but I just don't see it in this initial gameplay that I played. But nonetheless, a interesting little game that I'll have to play a little bit more of. I hope you guys enjoyed the first look. Again, this was very much my first playthrough of a battle here outside of the tutorial. So, you know, again, these videos are meant to represent my or anyone's ability to pick the game up and play and kind of understand and catch on without going through the rigmarole of spending 2 or 3 hours figuring a game out, or without reading through all of the detailed manuals. Yes, a lot of games you probably want to do that and are better off doing that, but the intent here is, realistically, most people don't read manuals. So the idea is, can you pick a game up and can you play it, and or is it too difficult? And I think my impression here is, yeah, there's a little bit of a learning curve, but you can figure things out pretty quickly. It feels like the kind of game that's probably a little bit more challenging to master. Some of the battles may be more puzzle pieces. We'll see as we get into the campaign. I hope that not all of the maps are as crowded as this one. It didn't really feel like there was really any opportunity for maneuver. It kind of felt to me like you just need to prioritize who you're going to pick your, concentrate your fire on until they're destroyed, and then move to the next unit down the line. And also make sure you're moving your units in concert so that you're not getting individual units isolated or destroyed or whatnot. But I would hope there's a little bit more opportunity for maneuver and flanking. But if flanking isn't really much of a thing or an impact, maybe not. I guess we'll find out. But I will continue to play and cover this game going forward. I am going to go ahead and call it a night here now, though. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, leave me your thoughts. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying thank you for watching. A real recap, this game is called March to Glory. It's made by Shenandoah Studios, published by Slitherine, and it comes out April 12th. With that being said, thanks again for watching, and until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying I'm out.